I don't wanna talk, I just wanna count my bands. Kicking doors down while I'm chilling in my vans. Shawty said she need me, said she wanna make amends. Kick her out the door, now I'm talking to a friend.
Alright, everybody, introduce yourself. It is the fucking Noodlecast.
Hey guys, it's me, Come Noodle Doodle, Death to Israel, and
Can you? No, we're gonna get taken down for hate speech.
Oh my god. Can't.
Alright, Cup Doodle
You already
Doodle.
know, fucking Trusted Flagger's already on your ass.
yeah, he hates me. He won't even fucking talk to me.
Alright, the next person, introduce yourself.
Why?
What did he say?
He said nothing. He never responded to
Darkbrind, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm Darkbrind. I do not support nor condone the idea of death to Israel.
Good. NiftyRobo, introduce yourself before you wreck
A
yourself.
cartoonist that thinks he's funny.
Good job. Reaper, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm the Reaper of Crows.
Dev, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dev, and I draw
Porn.
pics on anime girls for fun.
Madaladin, introduce yourself. We can't hear you, Madison.
Okay.
I think they're
Hi,
dead.
my name is Maddie, and I do the art.
You do the art,
I
Very
think 90% of us do the art.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like art. I do art.
I jerk off.
Let's talk about that.
Wow, that's epic.
Let's jump into it, guys.
Yeah.
Let's just jump right into it.
Breathing. It's bothering me. Oh. Did you?
It's me, I'm sorry.
No, it was blue.
I tried to add him back, but I guess he died. It's too late.
I was like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get a better one.
Anyway, it's your host with the most. Let's jump on into it, Philly D style. Let's get filled in. It is ready paid. And this is the Noodlecast. Our topic today is arts and art inspirations. Good job, me. Art inspirations.
Our real topic should be how to speak English.
Excuse me, I am a first-generation immigrant. I will have you know.
Fuck off.
All
Go
right.
back to Africa.
I can't. There's no place for me to go back to. First generation.
Oh yeah, go back to Uganda with Automus.
Go back to Uganda with knuckles.
No, that's a different.
I know the way. I know the way back to Wakanda. Oh, would you over the boomer? Like for the one Nigerian that listens to this podcast would be like, why are you butchering our language?
Nigerians don't watch it.
Let's.
Alright, who wants to go first on the inspirations for art?
Up.
Oh, I'll go first. I like Madman.
Good choice.
I also like Gurf, but I don't know. Anyways,
What the hell's
your
Gurf?
turn. Gurf.
It's like, I really like Gurf.
Make sure you have a Tumblr and 18 up is disabled. 1 second.
Don't worry, I have Shadman art for the podcast, and it will be showing on the screen now. Oh yeah, you know what I never got about Shadman? I think he has a fetish for girls with braces, or girls with bad teeth.
He has a fetish for everything.
Why?
Because he's always giving girls braces whenever he
Wait,
can.
Is it me, or does Shadman draw in Cal Art?
Oh, no. Stop.
I'm pretty sure.
Shadman draws in advanced Cal arts. It's a hidden talent amongst his clan.
Alright, guys. I got a link to a comic that's written by Gareth.
Who is Gareth?
My idol. I'll send it. Read it on your spare time.
I just see the thing in the link.
It was like, don't worry, I'll put it in the podcast.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Don't be careful.
No, I'll put a link to it.
I know who you're talking about now.
It was really.
I we fucking called him.
Yeah, your artwork does look a lot like Irv's. And I can totally see him.
This,
Alright, yes, he does. So is that all you have for fucking Shadman?
Well, I mean, all that we can show on the stream.
I meant more like, do you have any other influences, or you want to talk about how he influences your art style and what you draw?
Okay, sure. I really like Shadman and Gurf because they make good art, and they're very inspirational. And Gurf's comics are very deep, and it makes me question my life. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That face when a porn makes you think about philosophy.
That's amazing.
For a second there, I thought you were all laughing at me.
It's like, my art inspiration is clearly Butch Hartman. You can feel Jesus in every work of art that I draw.
I love Butch Hartman. I love Rebecca
King Cosmo and all that other shit.
Alright, Minky, introduce yourself.
hello, I'm Minky. I love the name because I'm pregnant.
Oh, hi, Minky.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Minky.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mom.
I touched her.
Alright,
Lisa said I hit her.
alright, guys. Who wants to go next for art inspirations? It's like, don't all jump in at once, guys.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I
So,
can hear you.
my art inspiration is this person on Twitter, at SoftBunny. So it's pretty much just like they're the one that got me into art because they did like a competition, like a palette challenge thing. And I did it and I ended up winning somehow. Wins to keep going, I guess.
Good job.
So I'll see if I can. One sec. I'm gonna try to find that picture that I did.
Okay. Also, I love
I've
Zone
never-
10.
Is did anything particular about their art stand out to you that made you want to draw more, or was it just like the contest made you want to enter, and once you entered and they like you won it, you like that's what made you want to like start drawing for real?
Cute art style, I think. I like that.
Who doesn't like cute art styles though?
So is it Soft Bunny tech trash art?
What?
Like is that what her Tumblr is called? Soft Bunny trash
No,
art.
it's not Tumblr. It's not Tumblr.
Oh,
It's Twitter.
oh, Twitter.
Picture that made me win. I had no experience with digital art.
It's so cute.
Oh, that's nice. I found this, and I was like, oh, well, that's different.
I hate the mouth.
Recent drawing.
Wait, Madison, is this your
Yeah.
art or is this the inspiration for
Oh,
your art?
that's cute.
I like it.
Who keeps breathing?
Thank you. It's really old.
It's Maddie.
Madison, you gotta
I
get
need a
away.
better mic.
Matsu.
I use my earbuds, and you turn down your sensitivity a little bit, or I don't know, speak louder and go farther from the mic.
Blue Pill, why is Blue Pill like a boomer right now? How can he not join the call? Like, I'm just like, you literally click the join call button.
I'll spell it out.
Oh.
FGT.
It's like trying to start a car with 10-year-old gas.
Hey guys, it's FGTV, and today we're gonna be playing some Fortnite.
Ow.
Zone 10 is the best. Tentacles are the best.
Oh, that's actually pretty good art.
Oh, that's
Hey,
cute.
I think,
They
no,
s-
they don't draw much anymore.
They still like upload, but it's not nearly as much.
Yeah. Sad. I like their stuff.
That's my art stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you either die here or live long enough to see yourself become a hero. Damn it, I just messed it.
It's just like you either fucking live long enough to die a hero or become irrelevant, like Leafy.
Anyways.
Right.
God.
Are you
I
gonna
should
die
go
a
get-
hero or live long enough to become a conservator?
I'll be right back.
Cutie duty. Alright, let's see here. Who shall we have go next? It's like, unless you want me to talk about Sonic T Hedgehog for like 30
No,
minutes.
No.
No,
It's
someone
like-
please.
It's like, that's my inspiration. I could go for hours. It's like, and I will, nigga.
Wait, are you inspired by the artistic genius known as Christopher Weston Chandler?
No, I'm inspired by the original Sonic the Hedgehog comics. Like the old ones. Like
I think
before
we all
even I
know
was
that.
alive.
Sonic ripped off Sonichu. Okay.
Sweet Jesus. This is how I feel from fucking when people say shit like that. It's like Sonic just disappointed and Tails just upset. No,
I'm sure Rent's a Sonic OC.
Rents. I got a Sonic thing I can give you. I can send it to you.
I have all the
God,
Sonic
we
things.
unironically talking about Sonic
Oh,
now.
but it's a whole comic thing. It's like an Archie Sonic comic book thing.
Yeah, I
Don't
have.
let me post that weird Tails pedophile thing.
So the UK Sonic the Hedgehog, actually Super Sonic in the UK, he's actually evil, and basically when Sonic goes supersonic, they split apart, and then so basically when Sonic goes supersonic in the UK version, he becomes evil and he starts beating everyone up indiscriminately. So there's like scenes of him like beating the shit out of Tails and beating up Amy and stuff like that, and like wreaking havoc. And eventually, because when he goes supersonic in the UK version, it's like Venom, where he loses all control of himself. That's not. And also, instead of having Tails as a sidekick, he has a pig detective. Yeah, so he has a pig detective that works alongside of him, and it's super insane. And the UK comics were super free. And essentially, what happened is the UK comics, instead of following the canon of like the American ones, they just did their own thing. So when you like got the UK versions of it, it's like a completely different universe. And I think Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the only series that could be like Spider-Man, where it has like multiple continuities
Don't
and
compare Sonic to fucking Spider-Man.
well, yeah, it's better. I'm sorry. But Sonic's comic book series is probably one of the highest grossing comic book series based off a video game character, and one of the most successful. It's got multiple awards. It has it's launched multiple artists' careers, and like it's done really well. Like Sonic, so a lot of people get upset about the game stories in the Sonic video games, mainly because like in the comic book, Sonic will have like these raw ass stories, like with the base characters. Like you don't have to fucking add like 350 niggas that no one's ever heard of or cared about, and they'll have like an actual roster of people give a fuck about.
All right. Before
Like
you
in Sonic
continue,
Riders, how they
please stop
pulled a lot
talking
of
about
weird
Sonic.
shit.
I will post One Fox, Two Kids, or whatever it's called.
No.
Oh god. Now, so the artist that fucking
Oh yes, let us talk about ponies instead.
Oh fuck. Yeah. All right, fine. I'll go. Holy shit.
is like
Hey, you forced me to play my hand. My inspiration's Lord Bung. Like, we do anatomy like very similar. People always compare my backgrounds to his. Like, I take after him a lot.
Daddy is
Oh,
Daddy is going to be very sore. Anyway, Faker, you're a fake hedgehog.
Stop.
Alright, go ahead. So
No,
Lord
who
Bong.
did that reaction?
yeah. Basically, like, what I respect about him is that he's able to like do somewhat anatomy like pretty well, but also very simplistically. So like, it's a good balance.
Yes.
So he's kind of like, what's it called? Not the, like regular show, but not the same.
I guess.
I think he's more stylized.
The similarities.
Yeah, I can kind of see it.
Something he does, I have noticed, is that he doesn't really like to experiment with different angles. Like, if you look, there's no frame of him looking straight forward.
Yeah, I forget what they call it. It's called like, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog, where you never draw Sonic looking straight ahead because it looks really weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah, like those
Yeah.
pictures of Phineas and Ferb looking for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or somebody find those real quick.
And here, let me pull something up real quick.
Oh man, what's your favorite Sonic? Like, I like fans. Like, mine is Two Babies, One Fox. Hell yeah, I love.
Regular show lollies.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
JG Quinta, what have you done?
Oh.
That is
Oh,
funny.
I can't delete that message. Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
FBI, open up!
Just kicks down the door. What's
Yeah.
it? What is it?
That's right.
All of a sudden you just hear,
Yeah.
open up! Come on!
Bang bang
Where
chicken
is
wang. Vsauce here, and we're doing a drug bust with Chris Hansen. Now, some people think pedophiles shouldn't be gassed, but here at Vsauce, we believe they should all die.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to have such a, famous, personality on this, podcast here.
No.
Reds, I need you to see what I sent you on Instagram, and I need you to put that in the podcast.
Okay. Oh. It'll be great. Oh, should we,
Box thing.
yeah. Nice. What? Oh, maybe the call is full.
What? There can be 10 people, right?
Well, he's saying that he can't join.
That's because he's scared.
Alright, I found the shit I was looking for.
I'll search how many people you can.
Here's a really good example of Bung just kind of giving
I
up
thought
with
he
perspective.
couldn't join, like, even before, like,
That is true.
Mickey joined, so I don't know.
Like, he just kind of gave up with the perspective.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I was a professional artist, I would give up with the perspective too, if I had the option. Like, if no one said anything to me.
No.
Hell
Hey,
no.
turn your
Hell.
video off.
Kick go boy.
I think I am in.
Alright, introduce yourself, Blue Pill.
Yo, what's up? It's me. It's your boy, the legend, the man, the complainy, the Whitney whiny. I am Blue Pill. The faggot. Yes.
You mentioned your girlfriend
if you
one
kept
time,
going,
I
I
will
was
make
gonna
sure you don't come back.
yell skinny penis.
Blue pill, destroyer of liberals.
Yeah.
The libtards wouldn't let him join the chat.
Maddie, what the hell is that?
The Blue
Maddie,
Pill, the one
Maddie,
whose
please
girlfriend
explain what you just posted.
This is
The
fun.
Blue Pill. The one whose girlfriend became a
Ow.
bitch.
Everyone's ex-girlfriend becomes a bitch. What do you mean?
Yeah. Mine became a terrible one. Well,
A terrible bitch? Like, is there a bitch that isn't terrible? Is the real question.
Probably not. I don't. What's that, bro?
Blue pill. This isn't girlfriend cast. This is
Oh, I can talk about my art. So
this isn't
I
fuck
started-
my ex cast. This is
Alright, talk about your art inspirations.
well,
Yeah, I don't
mainly
think it's a
much
girlfriend.
of my art is more or less inspired by my At a young age, I grew up in a very artistic city, San Francisco. So growing up, I went to a lot of museums and other places like that. And I remember going to the California Institute of Art in San Francisco, and I remember seeing all those cool paintings, and I was enamored with the artistic expression of the modern era being presented to me by.
You sound really gay.
Yeah.
Exactly. California, what do you expect? They raise you to become gay.
Yes, that is true.
It's
It is
mandatory.
gross. It is mandatory.
So they're pretty much all infected.
Well, not me. I found the cure for AIDS. It's called
Yeah, this is money.
Yeah. So,
Cup, you're
I
like really
started-
quiet.
I've.
Hmm.
Who, me?
No, Cup.
She had to,
Oh,
oh, I thought she had to go to the bathroom.
No, I'm right here. What is it?
man.
Oh,
that's
you
the
were
legend.
really quiet.
Oh. Oopsie.
There we go.
Yay.
I would say that I'd say that my biggest wanting for me to do some semblance of art is, I'm guessing, just looking at all the cool shit on YouTube, because like in 2014 or 2015, I started watching gay shit like Twisted Grimm, and I also started reading a lot of comics back then, so I guess a lot of my art just kind of was inspired by that.
I really like Twisted Groom. Does he still do animations?
Yeah,
He
you
does.
More or less, I do like shitty drawings. I mean, I sometimes do some fun stuff, like, or at least I sometimes do some stuff like,
Fuck, I'm trying to think of what he did for, he did, a Dollop of Daisy. You remember, he made a fucking little short music video of it. I think that was him.
He's like yeah, you could say that, his creation, Emmy was my first waifu, you could say.
Oh, who's off?
Nifty,
I-
are you still
Hello?
here?
Yeah, I'm not
Toxic
dead
Cat
yet.
2 Super commented on your video.
Oh, look, my cat's back. The reason why I was banned. I'm not going to show her on video anymore because
No.
I'm going to get banned either way.
Banned.
I can show, like...
He mentioned the cat. Can we ban him?
Ban him.
Yeah.
I
Seriously,
can
who's
show you,
off?
like... I can show you a picture
Oh,
of one of
Manny.
my
Manny off.
pictures.
Who is Heavy the Squid?
Oh no! Do not get me started on that fucker.
It's actually Toxic Cat 2 Super. Are you actually friends with this guy?
What? No. Heavy the Squid is a fucker. He's a pedophile.
Yes, but Toxic Cat 2 Super. You actually talk to this guy?
Who the hell is Toxic Cat 2? Wait.
Nigga, stop bringing up shit no one knows anything about.
No.
Oh,
Did you
I
not
know
see the
I'm
video
tiny, but-
IR Tech made about it?
No one knows who that is.
No,
Like,
Oh,
the
that's
dude
'cause
that,
you're black.
the nigga, that doesn't make any sense.
Can you link me this? I'm actually really curious now.
Okay, I'll link you the
I
IR
don't know.
Also,
I don't know if
Disney
that
made
was
one
gonna be
about it.
like-
Digby. Holy shit.
Yes, like he's a thing. Toxic, like Rigby, yeah, it's Rigby. I need to make sure this doesn't play because they say the N word and it's like really. Oh, it's Froggy with fries.
Yeah, I was wrong. It wasn't Twisted Grim, it was Froggy with Fries that did the
And
animation.
her art is, oh Jesus.
Well, nigga, that, like, this is like when they first made that shit. Like, I mean, first started making videos. This is 2013, Froggy with Fries.
Red,
This looks.
straight up,
this is
what
pretty
do you think
bad.
of Froggy with Fries' art style?
I like their newer stuff. I mean, their 2013 stuff was, well, it's not bad. It's just like they're starting out, so it's not gonna look good.
I would say
Yeah,
that
it's
like,
true.
a lot of...
I haven't seen any of Froggy's like recent stuff. It's just that they're like, I don't know what the art style is, but it's like there's some things that I just don't think really.
It's like a weird, like, mixture of Western and animation, but I think the more that they got away from, like, the anime style, the better their art got, because it's, like, super, like, I don't know, it's, like, super giant eyes on, like, giant heads, and it looks kind of weird.
You
I
know what
just
I
don't
really
At
like-
least it's not Cal art.
Yes.
Cal arts could be good, it's just that people, like, use washed out tones, and they try to emulate Steven Universe.
And it start looking really
You know
shitty.
what? Here's the thing I don't
No one
understand.
likes
It
that. No one
feel
likes
like if
Steven
I
Universe.
know how to like draw the fucking collarbone connection with like where the breasts go, and when Froggy with Fries draws a girl with big boobs, the boobs and the collarbone are so fucking close. It just I don't like it.
Well, I mean, some girl. Well, it depends, I guess.
He actually goes out of his way to draw the detail. That, and I really don't like the noses either, because they're like pig snouts, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Correct.
Not
I don't like
sex.
pig noses.
They have butts and noses, yeah, as I think the term.
Oh, let's talk about tits
I
makes
guess
me want
everything
to
else
draw
is
a
not
pair of
too
tits.
bad, and I respect
I'm gonna
them,
draw myself
but
a
it's
pair of
like,
tits.
Oh yeah, I also asked people to ask us questions, so we have a Q&A at the end.
Alright, let me go check
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
all
would-
5 people
yeah.
who watch us.
Well, no, I asked in Cup's chat.
Yeah, I already picked out a question I'm gonna answer from there.
Oh, we're not doing it yet. We gotta save it to the
No,
end.
I'm just saying for when
Yeah.
we get there.
Okay. Alright, and let's see here. Who else? Dev, do you want to go talk about your art inspirations?
Yeah, Dev, go on.
Has Reaper
Talk
talked about
while I
his
draw a
yet?
pair of big old
Sure, I
knockers.
guess.
I'm drawing a big old pair of knockers right
Oh, like
now.
I have a list. Like I take inspiration from like a lot of people, but like I guess mostly I take a lot of inspiration from like Yo Yoshinari or Gashi Gashi.
Hey.
Can you post some of their artwork?
I'm like, Yo Yoshinari.
So I
It's
can
like an
pretend to know who you're talking about.
It's like an animator, and he works on like Little Witch Academia,
Really?
Kill la Kill, and like Panty and Stocking too.
Oh, nice.
I like those
Yeah.
animes. I like those animes.
Yeah, he's kind of like a well-known like animator. I'm gonna like post some of his art.
So I googled him, and I got an Indian rapper. So I assume that's not him.
I think you might have spelled it wrong.
T-Series is taking over the world.
Indian rapper. That's perfect. Right now I'm drawing it.
I'm not even joking.
Feet fetish? Because he draws a lot of feet.
who does?
Gashi
Who does?
Gashi.
What are you
I don't know,
doing?
man.
Yeah, I love Gashi Gashi.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, if you draw
I
detailed
didn't know.
feet, you have a fetish.
Hey,
It
Yeah.
changed my mind.
That's why I don't draw detail.
People who actually go out of their way and draw
Dan
feet like that,
Schneider.
they just care more because honestly, have you seen feet in anime and in cartoons? Sometimes they're really lazy.
Because feet are gross. Also, Dan
Exactly.
Schneider.
Yeah.
It's important. Like,
It's not feet aren't that important. There's a reason why people edit, like, you could just cut it out and it doesn't matter.
Everyone's fucking seen it.
Dan Schneider's
in the
classic.
movie Cinderella, she has like literally no toes or anything, and her feet are literally like little stubs. They look like
Okay, so in this image right here of Gashi Gashi, like, tell me why he needed to, like, put this detail into the feet.
Because
Yet the hands are.
he
are-
likes
That's weird.
feet.
Yeah,
he does
Like
that.
that last one you posted?
Is Gashi Gashi actually Dan Schneider? Find out now on Game Theory.
Dan Schneider.
Does Dev draw feet? Find out next.
Also, apparently, he got commissioned to draw JonTron.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that is nice.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Link in the description below.
In the words of
I,
in the words of
I
Angry
might
Video Game
save
Man.
that for later reference.
Oh, that's pretty hot.
I'm gonna save that for later reference. No reason, just later reference.
Quote unquote reference.
Hourglass figure right now, trying to draw a pretty hot chick with nice dodongos.
I really hope my.
Dodongos dislike smoke.
Dodongo. They also explode if you hit them.
Yes. Like most things.
Like yeah, they're called Dodongo Cavern. Dodongo Cavern from
Yeah.
Arcade.
Oh, okay, so Gashi Gashi definitely has a foot fetish because look at this. So she's wearing one boot and then she just inexplicably is taking her sock and boot off on another foot.
Why not? I actually kind of
Why
like
not?
this. This drawing is cool.
Yeah, it's well drawn. It's just feet.
I love his drawing. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he had a foot fetish.
I really like his drawing of Wolverine and X-23. I posted it earlier.
Okay.
I like Twisted
Nice.
Grim. I wonder whatever happened to him. 'Cause he's
He
not
still
on
does
the-
stuff.
Yeah, he does.
He probably has a job or
It's on
something.
Newgrounds. It's on Newgrounds.
Yeah, isn't a lot of his stuff not
Newgrounds.
safe for work, and that's why it's not on YouTube.
Yeah, he draws like gifs of Bakugo's mom and tits and shit.
Nice. I love
Oh, yeah.
Bakugo's mom.
It's his pinned tweet right now. People really like Bakugo's mom, and people are just like people who like Bakugo's mom are just gay people that like Bakugo. Tell me I'm wrong, or prove me wrong.
Yeah, it's literally just Bakugo but with boobies.
Exactly.
You're so wrong.
But people said that Bakugo, drawing porn of Bakugo's mom is sexist because she's a strong, independent woman and she can't be flustered. Like someone drew her like being seductive or something, and she had like a blush, like someone like walked in on her, and people were just like she's a strong woman and she wouldn't get embarrassed. I was like, nigga. That's not how that works. Like, if someone, like, busted into your room while you're changing, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Boom, boom.
She'd probably just kill you.
Also, she has, fuck, what was her power like? It's,
It lets her skin be nice.
yeah, it makes her skin, like, super smooth. I'm pretty sure. And her, yeah, that's her power.
Oh, no, I'm gonna look it up on the fucking wiki.
It's called like nitroglycerin or some shit, and she sweats it,
No,
so
that's
it makes her
fucking
skin
his
nice.
son. It's
Guys.
glycerin,
Yeah.
not
Guys,
nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin.
Yeah, so both of their powers together make, an explosive material.
Yeah, cause his
His dad has the power to, like, sweat stuff, like to control his sweat or something. And then his mother, her power is glycerin. So, she can produce a smooth liquid from her skin. Its moisturizing effect gives her great skin, which she maintains despite her age. When genetically combined with her husband's oxidizing sweat quirk, it results in the explosion quirk. So they happen to come together in like the perfect fashion to make a son that like has explosion powers, basically. Like they both have two extremely fucking useless powers. But together they just make a son that is like an OP hero, essentially. Like if Deku got his mom's power and his dad's power at the same time, like he got telekinetic fire, like Deku would have been raw as fuck.
he would have.
yeah, fuck,
But yeah,
he
guys,
would have
straight up.
like
Bakugo's mom is so fucking. I don't care. I will draw
She's
part
hot.
of her.
Yeah, she's
all
hot.
day.
yeah.
It's literally like the exact like Bakugo but taller with boobs.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be
Yeah,
all oily,
hot.
so you can easily give her like a. She'd easily give boob
Does she
jobs to do.
produce lube?
Yes, that's what we literally explained.
Naturally produced.
Can produce a smooth liquid from her skin. That is her power.
Yeah,
Right, it's
yeah.
basically she basically just has an infinite amount of smooth skin ointment just leaking from her.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm looking
Actually,
for
I
images
just thought of a plot
to send you, but I just came across this. I feel it's topical.
What plot hole did you find out?
Well, no, I was just thinking,
Yeah, Bakugo's
what if
mom
the
has a
quirks
nice
like start getting
face.
really extreme? Like, we got two quirks, they combine, and then they make like an actual useful quirk. But then you got two useful quirks, and they combine into like a super quirk.
Yeah, that's Todoroki.
What?
Yeah, he has like unlimited fire control and unlimited ice control. Those are
but
two
what
extreme.
happens if he like if he has a child with someone who has a quirk that is just as powerful as his? Will he basically create God? Is that the path of humanity?
Well, I mean, you could like get a Deku, and their power could just be really shit, or they could not get your parents' power at all. Like Cellophane, like this nigga has the power of tape. Like his parent has adhesive powers, and then his mom or some shit probably has bandages or some bullshit, and it comes together to make tape. Like you get shit like that. There's also a nigga with like wings on his forehead, and that's his power. He
Don't
is.
forget the nigga who has a literal bird head.
Also, that has nothing to do with his power. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a bird.
We can't put a video in the podcast.
It's the same thing with like the Incredibles. Like there's just a super gene that you get. It's not essentially like
Everyone has the super gene, though. That's the
Yeah.
issue.
my dad can breathe fire, my mom can teleport, but I got the power to I don't know, fucking
Teleport fire.
I thought it was like the Incredibles, you know, like
You just get a random power, essentially, like X-Men. Like Cyclops and Jean Grey's child, their power is kind of just fucking random. They're just like, fuck it.
or like Franklin Richards, who's essentially like one of the most powerful sidekick characters in Marvel.
Well, he's not, like, he doesn't get it. Like, his powers genetically are different because his parents' DNA got altered from being in space, from radiation. So it's different. It's not like a super gene that passes down. They got hit with radiation and it altered their physical form.
Well, that's what I expected from my hero. Like, I just thought, oh, so clearly there's just a gene where you just get a power, and you are just born with whatever.
Yeah. But it's clear in My Hero Academia what ends up happening is that it's a genetic, like, it's passed down through generations, and more people get powers, and it becomes the norm. So obviously there's a genetic.
Powers become like so incredibly extreme, humanity just can't contain itself with heroes.
Well, I mean, like, that's already a problem right now.
Between two kids could level a city.
I mean, that's a problem now.
Just like like imagine like these two kids, like one has the power of like fucking dropping an atomic bomb, and the other has the power of like dropping
like creating hurricanes.
I mean, like, you also have to practice your power. So there's people with really strong powers that essentially are useless because they have to practice it, but they don't have the capacity to practice it without committing mass murder on a regular basis. Like the black hole hero, she fucking like has to like disappear stumps and shit and practice, and like
Bakugo's mom is the type of mom that everyone would
I'd
want
fuck.
to fuck.
Yeah, it's like Jotaro's mom, except she's nicer, I guess.
Like, I know what you mean, Rents. Like with the whole like they have to like train it. That's kind of why I prefer like heroes with like the okay powers, because y'all niggas with your Dragon Ball Z shit, it's like it's cool, but I also prefer character development. It's kind of why I think powers that are underrated are more interesting. Like Tape Guy, for instance. There has to be something, because clearly he's Captain Office Supplies or something. You know, he's got to be able to do something cool with his tape. He has to be.
Wait, no. Well, Cellophane is technically OP as fuck because he got into like the hardest school to get into. So obviously he's pretty strong with his power. Like his like tape is like really durable and shit, and he can do a lot of shit with it, and it's unlimited pretty much.
Yeah,
If UA is like the Harvard, if UA is the Harvard of fucking My Hero Academia universe, why aren't there more white? Why aren't there more white, black? Why aren't there more white?
Because it's located in Japan, nigga. Not every black nigga with a really strong power is gonna be able to fly to Japan because he's strong. He would just go to a good school in America. There's schools all around the world. It's just focused in Japan. Like, these aren't the only villains. These aren't the only villains and only heroes.
Then I want to see a black man with a cool ass quirk.
I mean, there are black characters, and there are white characters as well. Like the elf girl. I mean, not elf. She's an elk. Like, she has the power of deer, and she comes from America. Like, her whole gimmick is that she doesn't understand Japanese well, and they make her say like fucked up shit.
Who?
The deer girl. She has deer powers. No one gives a fuck about her.
Just a reminder that if UA will accept that purple ball kid, they'll accept anyone.
No, Minetta's overpowered.
He has good powers. Like, people shit on him all the
Like, Mineta is really strong because his adhesive ability will trap people forever. Like, he could literally throw a ball and trap fucking what's it called, All for One, and trap him in place, and All for One can't escape.
He also can't get stuck to his own balls.
Yeah.
So he could use them as a kind of trampolines. Like,
Crazy.
people only hate him because he's ugly.
Like, if they made Mineta a girl, everyone would like him. And because...
If he was hot, everyone would like him.
Yeah, because everyone, so, like, Mineta won the exams, and he, like, fucking decimated it, because they're like, how did he get through? And it's like, all you have to do is immobilize or destroy the machines, so we just trapped them all. During the exams, when he had to, like, face off against the, fucking, A-rank hero, whatever they call them, all he had to do was outsmart her. And Mineta is really smart. He's like the top of the class. And like as long as he doesn't like literally just throw balls at people and he like uses his powers in different ways, like he can be very successful as a hero. People just don't give him enough credit.
He beat
But
the
he's just an
exam.
asshole, and that's why no one likes him.
So was Kaminari. Kaminari's a total pervert as well, and people love that nigga. Like,
It's because he's hot to them.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's hold on, I'll post a picture of Pony Sunotori. Why the fuck does she have a Japanese name if she's American?
Is it the girl who's like kind of black and she has white hair?
No, she's the
Not
Pony.
her. Pony, I love her. She's so cute.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is why her last name is so Japanese if she's literally from America and American.
Or maybe she's
She
a
could have just
Japanese
gotten it so
American.
she could fit in. Like, I
Maybe
don't
she's
want
American.
Or my hero, clearly.
Maybe
No,
she's
she's
married to
manga.
like a,
She's only in the manga.
maybe she's married to like a Japanese guy or something.
She's
She's
16.
a high school student.
Or maybe she's half Japanese, half white.
No,
Like,
she's American.
Like, literally, her gimmick is that she's a foreign person. Like, she is a foreign exchange student. Also, her hero costume in any other context would be a fetish outfit.
Yes.
Like she has, like, stirrups on her body.
Finna would snap.
Oh,
Finna would
good
smash.
eye.
Finna would smash.
Yes.
Pony is timid, as she is a foreigner. She does not have much knowledge of the language of Japan. She is shown to rather be naive or innocent in personality, learning nasty phrases from Naito Monoma. Oh yeah, you know, Naito Monoma, they in the original, like, manga, this nigga didn't matter at all.
Who?
He's the nigga with, fucking the power to take other people's powers.
Oh, dude, that guy's awesome.
And they made him, like, I don't know. So he has a bunch of watches because he can take a whole bunch of people's powers. It's just on a time limit. And I'm just like, why is this nigga not, like, one of the strongest characters?
I know,
Well, he
that
should
sounds
be.
fucking stupid. I actually
Hey,
never heard
look
of this
at
guy.
him.
All I know is the girl from his class, like the three other kids.
Well, I guess I kind of understand. He always needs to have someone with him to be useful because he only has the power to take other people's powers for like 10 minutes or so.
I would say that.
Like,
I would say
I only know the other kids. I didn't know about his power. All I knew was the girl who has big meaty claws, the girl who clearly has plant powers, and the guy who turns.
This nigga a plant.
Man,
Like
I
how
love
you
Pony.
Just
She's
spent
great.
the last 10 or so minutes talking about My Hero Academia.
That's fine. I mean, we could talk about other topics in the podcast.
Let's talk about how
Yeah,
anime
that's
somehow.
it.
Let's talk about.
Yeah,
how
I know, but we
speaking
said
of
we're
anime,
going to talk about Boku no Hero.
That's perfectly fine. Oh, so who hasn't talked about their art inspiration yet? Reaper, go.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, Reaper or Darkbrind.
Okay, Darkbrind, you can go first.
No, you can go first.
No,
Nigga.
you can go.
You can go first. I insist.
Fucking hell, just pick.
Stop it.
How about you two
Okay.
fruitcakes stop that? You two fruitcakes can stop doing that and just go.
Okay, well, here are my inspirations. So, it's weirdly long, because, I literally was, like, 2.5 when I started drawing, so I have a lot of, I'd say, like, in the very beginning, it was, Dragon Ball Z and, Bleach, but, like in the beginning and middle of Bleach, none of the newer stuff. And, over time, I really started to like older anime and semi-realism and all that, even stylish shit. So so my current like influences at the moment would be like I'd say like stuff like One Piece, Clamp, fucking Doro Hetero. I love its not only its roughness, but it just captures the whole 80s feel. I would say Yu Yu Hakusho, just for the fact that I just really like how it looks.
I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Togashi just has really fucking like awesome line work, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love
doesn't.
Togashi. I'd say like also besides Clamp, Fruits Basket really helped me with trying to go for like when it came to drawing like women. Oh, definitely Baki the Grappler. I fucking love Baki. Like the guy who made it, I love that. Like how to draw muscles and everything, like how he draws muscles. That's basically how I drew muscle now. I'd also say whoever fucking did the art for the Kingdom Hearts mangas. Grants, I'll send you these references after the podcast, but I love their art and I tried to like at least make it like, you know, try to emulate it the best way I can. Oh, and definitely Go Nagai. Like, oh my god, he's perfect. Everything is perfect whatever he makes. And oh yeah, I think the last one would be the creator of Berserk. I love his semi-realism. I guess the same can go for Tagashi. Oh, and oh yeah, I'm sorry. One more. I also, just like Dev, I really love that dude who fucking made Kill la Kill and Little Witch, like that shit.
Little Witch Academia.
Oh my god,
I love that shit.
I
Fucking
love. I just love Trigger's like really.
Yeah, I like it. Their aesthetic.
Let's get it! Sorry, did I ruin the chat?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Okay.
It's all
well, I
over.
know
It's all over.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Ruined it.
The crying.
You ruined it.
And
Those are definitely my art influences. Reds, maybe you could see some of that in like some of those influences in my art right now.
Yeah, I see it a little bit.
That
Yeah,
Dragon Ball,
I'd also say I love the line work of like old Asian paintings. I can't tell if they're Chinese or Japanese, but I think they're Chinese. You know how like they look all like wiggly and shit, the line work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Also, JoJo did this to me, and Fifth of the North Star, how I draw buff dudes now, where like I'll give them like a very serious look and like the same clothing that JoJo does in part 3. My art is like a mix of many influences. It's either full of shit or like nostalgia.
No.
Is that Shadman?
God. Not Wally.
Yeah. Shadman. What's wrong with that?
You know, recently, guys, I've decided on doing a little exercise, and I was thinking of teaching my left hand how to draw, but this time I'm going to draw, like, more cartoony stuff instead of anime with it. So it's like my hand different art styles.
Hal arts?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Motherfucking Molly.
Your
No
left hand's
motherfucking
gonna be
Molly.
Rebecca
Yeah,
Sugar?
you were the one who brought it in here.
You're right.
So why do you
But Rents,
I'm
you
good.
might like this. So
I
far, I've been trying to practice something that either looks like Shin-Chan or like Parappa, you know, with my left hand.
I mean, you can draw it.
Why are you
Oh,
trying to
fuck.
draw with your
I'm trying.
non-dominant hand?
Because it makes you a better artist.
my mouth?
Oh, what?
The other reason why I want to hand is because someday, if one of my hands fucking doesn't work anymore, then I at least have another hand so I can still be an artist.
That's an
Yeah,
oddly
I
specific
tried
thing to
doing that
prepare
with,
for.
It happens to a lot of artists because they get carpal tunnel for drawing with their dominant arm hand for like work and stuff for a really long time, so they fuck it up. So what they do is they learn how to draw with their other hand as well. so it makes them able to swap over without having like losing their fucking skill and everything, and it makes you a better artist over time.
Exactly.
So it's a good thing to do if you want to be a professional artist.
I wouldn't really, for me personally, I would try and do that. Maybe I'm gonna do what those, like, soldiers do after they lose their eyesight and try to, extend their hearing capabilities if they go blind from a grenade and basically just become, like, bats and use sonar and stuff like that. I imagine that's something you could do with your hands. Or like that girl from Katawa Shoujo who just draws with a freaking...
Delete that immediately.
Wait, what's Katawa Shoujo again?
Katawa Shoujo... I said to you...
We had you start playing it, but you never played it.
Yeah. I was gonna
I'm
say
sorry,
that...
I forgot for
Yeah.
I said I was gonna like do what that girl Rin did and just use my freaking feet to like draw and write and stuff, or my mouth.
It's funny too, cause because I see it sometimes. Like Dimitri Martin, a comedian, he's really funny. But basically, he's drawn shit with both his hands and his feet just so that he could get better. And I was like, that's so interesting. And he's mostly famous for his comedy and not his art.
Jesus, that I'm kind of feel sad for the people who waste $20,000 to get useless degrees in Cal Arts.
They're shitting on Scott Pilgrim in the picture you sent. The sleepless red.
Sometimes,
Because Scott Pilgrim has CalArts integrated in its style, you know that, right?
You faggot! You can't insult Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim is amazing, though.
Well, that's well, everyone that doesn't do the most generic style possible makes any generic style work.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Scott Pilgrim come out before CalArts?
Yes, it came out like a fuck.
Wouldn't it be like kind of immune to this criticism?
Before.
I guess.
Plus, it isn't even at CalArt. Like.
It has all the things from CalArts.
No, stop.
Oh, look at this CalArts meme. See, this person... No, look at this right here. So, this person did CalArts style, but since they, integrated their own style within it, it makes it look a lot better. Also, Digimon is better than Pokemon anyway.
A little
I
bit.
like that.
I mean,
it's so pretty.
I used to watch a lot of anime growing up, so I'm guessing some of that inspired me to do some art. I try and do some things like the anime nose and stuff. I try to interpret some of that into my drawings. But more or less, I don't really do an anime style. I try to do more of a cartoonish style instead of an anime one.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing with my left hand right now.
CalArts.
You know what? Hold on a second, real quick.
It's more like California. Haha.
Okay, that's fine. I need to understand. Okay, so, guys, just so you know, I have seen a couple posts here and there of people who work in those, schools that do CalArts and stuff, and some of them actually say, it's if anything, they had to, get that kind of requirement or something in order to, expand upon how they draw.
Well, CalArts is a foundation type of art style. You add your own style to it. You don't continue drawing that way.
You build on it. You don't just stop there.
But I'm just saying, I'm trying to defend it because Blue Pill's anyone who does that is wasting money, and it's they're literally trying to have a career, Blue Pill.
You gotta start with something.
It would be better to go to school for a different degree and just practice drawing on the way there than to get a CalArts degree, to be honest.
I was just joking.
But I'm just saying some of them are they're actually working hard, and it's I wouldn't do it, but some people do.
Okay.
What is this from? Oh, it's Batman.
Yeah, I found another, art inspiration. It's this, I think it's, Chinese, it's this Chinese animation studio called Wolf Smoke, and, they do a lot of good stuff, and they made, a Chinese Batman, I think, for Cartoon Network.
Huh.
Nice.
And I think they also did, a thing for Overwatch.
Play of the game.
But I just love how, I love how the animation looks.
Oh my god, it's that show. I love that show.
What
What's it called?
show is it?
Cliffside.
Yes, I love that chick. I was thinking of John Pornover.
Friends,
Oh, nice.
What?
one more thing. There is one more art influence. Fucking Hellsing. Hellsing Ultimate.
Yes.
Oh, I like Hellsing Ultimate.
I love it.
I love that show.
I learned like how to make wacky ass like grins with it from that show.
I love Hellsing Ultimate. That show is fucking awesome. Like that Alucard is fucking amazing, and that police girl has the nicest tits.
Police
in
girl
the
is
That's the nicest.
hysterical.
Everyone knows police woman Asami has the nicest tits.
Yes, she does.
tits. Yeah, yeah, it's the nicest tits I've ever seen.
You don't know who police woman Asami is, don't front.
I do.
I do.
Well, that's because you look like her, Cubs.
Wait, what?
What?
Damn.
Send a picture.
No.
Oh yeah, her crazy hair.
Faggot, I'm gonna send it. I mean, I'm gonna look it up.
You won't find her if you just search.
Look it up. Which one?
Well, I looked up policewoman
Nani?
Asami. Oh, she's from High School. What the fuck? There's
High
literally
School of the
nothing.
Dead. I love that show.
You know
High
what?
School of the Dead.
That's the
I just
joke.
remembered. Friends, I just remembered another thing. When
I
was,
don't
like,
look like her. Are you
when I
retarded?
was, like,
Yes, you do.
You're retarded.
oh,
You're retarded. You're retarded.
Friends.
What?
Retarded.
You know, funny enough,
Oh,
you know
liberal.
the animations.
how the line work is like a little wiggly and wavy. Funny enough, I used to be super like straight. Like all my artwork.
You used to be super straight, hot gay.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
like a long time ago when I was just starting to get more serious with art. When I was like 13 or something or 14, my art looked super like it looked like the dumb anime version of Jonan Vasquez.
I don't know who Jonan Vasquez is.
The guy who created Invader.
He's the guy that made Invaders.
Cubs, stop being loud as fuck.
That's
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
from High School of the Dead.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah, I love
after
High
we
School of the
closed
Dead. He's actually like one of my inspirations too. Like for art.
I didn't
The only
watch
character I really like from that show is the fat nerd, and I only watched episodes 1 and 2.
I like that guy. That guy's like me, but
I
I'm not-
like how in the first
It's like
episode,
you,
the
buddy,
guy slaps his
Does,
girlfriend.
does he keep interjecting?
Blue Pill's that guy. Blue Pill's fucking. He's that guy who watches a show and goes, "That's me. I'm that character."
Well, that's most.
I got a soul bonder.
Well, that's most anime meant to insert yourself.
I'm not a soul bonder.
I don't know. We don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
I was
man.
just- I was referring to the the nerd right there in the. Oh, there, yeah, that guy. Jonan Vasquez. Yeah, my art used to literally look like the anime version of his fucking just all that.
I keep forgetting his name because he draws himself as a white person. So I forget that his last name is Vasquez.
Oh yeah. Also, straight up, there's so he made this comic long ago when he was like 19 and 20 years old called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that.
In there a few times. And the official one where he's like, "Hey, my name's Jonan Vasquez, and I'm the creator of the comic," or whatever. And he draws himself like he's a skinny fuck, like,
He is skinny.
but he's like super skinny in his comics, like he's stick figure. It's weird.
He is like that.
And he draws everyone like really skinny.
But then he gave himself a really
I like his.
like. I'll show you a picture. I swear it's a thing. Like. Also, yeah, I love that he just he just wears clothes like his characters do.
Why is there so much tits and ass in High School of the Dead?
Because it's an etchy anime.
Because it's
Yeah,
made
I never heard of an
Japanese.
Hey.
Because
Oh no, never
these
mind.
weren't a tiring concept.
Yeah, and they give the prepubescent versions of me big boy boners.
Boy,
It makes the penis the big penis.
Yeah.
Like, Blue Pill, are you that guy who just watches fucking? Do you watch Naruto and you see Itachi and you're like, that's me? Believe me, it's perfect.
No, I haven't watched Naruto for 2 fucking years.
Fucking the fat guy in high school that did is literally a self-insert character.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like that's the point of his character. Like it's like being like a harem anime and people going, I'm just like that main character. That's the point of that character. That's why he exists, for you to relate to him.
That fat guy is like the most. That fat guy is like one of the most like overpowered, underpowered characters ever, because he's like such a fucking cool guy.
He uses a gun and it's the zombie apocalypse. Like how?
That's not really like anything special.
Nah.
It's like being like Rick from The Walking Dead. He's overpowered, man. He can shoot a gun with one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I could shoot like a 9-pound, very heavy powered air gun
9-pound air gun?
Okay, that's the thing.
What?
Oh,
with a
wow,
very
so
hard.
epic.
How long is this gonna go on?
Alright, guys, it's 8:30. I think we should probably wrap it up.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I
do.
hardly said anything.
Yeah, Darkbrind, do your fucking art inspiration.
Yeah, I've been trying to wait. Friggin' Blue Pill here.
We asked you to do it, and you're like, nah, bruh.
I was waiting for Reaper to finish, and then.
I was done. Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, go ahead, baby.
Okay, well, I'd probably go with, familiar with Jamie Hewlett. Well, probably, if not the name, then Gorilla's Tank Girl.
Oh, I love Tank Girl.
Yeah.
I really like her,
The
the art style for it.
is one thing that's
Same.
driven me forward.
Yeah.
As well as actually, this one,
2 girls, 1 tank.
this one,
Nice. Do they
Ooh.
like shove artillery shells up each other's gooches or something?
No.
Oh yeah. Tank Girl's good. I gotta get that.
I have most of her series.
I need to.
is what, but, another one being, this, the, artist I follow on, Tumblr, Shenanimation. Oh, it's in the, Applchu.
Shin animation.
There you go.
Are we wrapping this up or not?
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yes, but Darkbrind's talking.
Darkbrind, go.
Yeah, I'm going.
You
And then-
interrupting
and then in
him.
terms- And then just in terms of storytelling, I go with, I like the idea Kojima goes with the, balance of, kind of dark themes but with comedy to kind of not make it just utterly depressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, fuck, what's it called? Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, the story about that, the themes of aging and all that. And, like,
Oh yeah.
how Solid Snake looks like he's 70, but he's actually only 30 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like 40, I think.
No, he's, in his, like, late 30s.
That's bad.
It's because he's a clone, so his, DNA started degenerating really quickly.
Oopsies.
Yeah. And then and I also have to say that it hasn't inspired me until just about now, but I'd say this inspired me quite a bit too.
It's a big inspiration to you.
Somewhere
a big
it got inspired by this.
inspiration, if you can see what I mean.
Hey, Renz,
Yes.
Alright, we had the quit.
he's like in his early 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Alright, so, we have the questions. Alright, let's see, what the fuck do your animatics mean, Cub? That's your question.
One of them was
Yeah, you
about
got like an anime fight with your cat.
Oh yeah, that one. I don't know what that was about. I was just bored as shit.
Okay.
One of them was about getting molested, and the other one was like something else. I don't remember.
Have you actually been molested before?
No.
That's a very uncomfortable thing to ask someone for a podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, Rice Gum did it.
No,
No, Rice Cup asked if she liked it.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
that is true. It's true.
That's so much worse. Oh my god.
Alright. Alright, next one. What's your opinion on Adventure Time for all of
I
us?
like it. I'm sad.
Oh, I fucking love it. I grew up with that shit, man.
It's a
I love
TV
it.
show.
I like the animation.
Oh yeah, it was good.
I really like the style and everything.
It's my favorite episode.
I like the style, and I don't like how it made people put less effort into their art when it has a consistent aesthetic that it uses. And people are like, well, Steven Universe is the same. It's like, no, Steven Universe, they don't keep the same proportions or anything. Like, no consistency at all.
Here's the thing, though.
Like,
Like,
Yeah.
it's
if you're gonna pick a level of quality, you gotta stick to it,
in my
or else it gets really weird.
Alright, so I think Adventure Time has some cool ideas. Like the idea of Finn having to reincarnating is a cool idea. I think like more world building could have been done. I don't know. I felt like the direction. I felt like the direction it took was kind of, I don't know. Personally, I just thought it was a mess. There were some cool ideas though.
I think the issue is that they had to spread out all the comedy episodes and everything in the story mixed
They
in
had to
with
do
them.
a lot of filler simply
Yeah.
because it was a television show, and in my opinion, that's what hurt it the most.
Yeah, it's kind of like Teen Titans. It did like the original Teen Titans. Like they couldn't mix in the story as much as they wanted, and that's when it got down to the end, it was just like story, a filler episode, story. We ended. We don't have an actual ending though. Fuck.
I watched a little bit of it growing up, but I didn't really watch a lot of the original Teen Titans. More or less, I kind of, because back then I was more preoccupied playing with my toys. I didn't get reinvigorated with cartoons until about 2010 when Adventure Time came back, and that's when I was like really, really into it again.
Oh,
Are we? What's the next question?
Alright. The next question is. Hold on. Let's see. Why are you so gay?
Because my girlfriend dumped me, and I don't
I
stop
was
talking
born.
about
I
it.
told you not to mention the girlfriend. Am I gonna have to get the belt out?
Okay. Alright. Why did you start making a podcast all of a sudden?
Because I felt like it. Also,
It was
Brent
fun.
is technically doing it. So, yeah. I'm not
Also,
editing.
because
I don't know, I just
secretly
I
wanted.
just kind of stumbled my ass in here.
I want to be
And
popular.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I
I just
did
kind of
it
like,
because it seemed cool.
Yeah.
just
I
like
wanna
being
cause death
sober
to
the
Israel.
entire time, I kind of drunkenly kind of stumbled in.
Nifty, keep the belt on.
Alright.
And nobody's kicked me out yet, so.
Okay. Alright. Last
That's a
question.
good sign.
Last question. Do you think Deku is sensitive, or are people just over exaggerating, saying that he tackles toxic masculinity?
He's just a
I would
faggot.
say that. No, I'd say that he's not.
Okay.
I feel like Naruto was way more sensitive because Naruto cried.
Morning there.
I want to answer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fucking my mic came unplugged. Alright, so, like, fucking Deku doesn't cry at more than most shonen protagonists. I think people are just over-exaggerating because he's still not a full hero yet. He's still in his trainee phase. And people are, like, getting all, like, well, I mean, at this point, Ichigo was already battling the depths of hell. What the fuck is Deku's problem? I was like, he's a superhero shit.
Are they gonna make Deku and
Cried
Rabbit do
like
like
a few times in his own show.
I hate Arap so much. I hope she dies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but my thing is like, shonen protagonists are always emotional characters because you're there for the main character and the people around him and how he interacts with them.
Yeah. I really don't understand that whole Deku is a pussy thing, because it's like, dude,
Deku's a pussy.
have you watched this show?
It's like Deku's like breaking his arms and shit, saving people's lives, and people like, he's a pussy. And it's like, he's not crying when he's breaking all his bones and shit, saving people.
Well, he let him
Yeah,
cry.
he's not.
He didn't do that against Stain or against fucking what's his name, Muscular. Yeah, he didn't do that against Muscular or the other ones. Like
I
it's
would say
like
that people really like to like feminize people nowadays because people have this vendetta against masculinity. I wouldn't
What are
say
you
that.
talking about?
Oh my god.
well, I mean like it's kind of true. Like people that fucking insult toxic masculinity when all it is that fucking like not crying does not make you like toxically masculine. It would be like hiding your emotions, which Deku doesn't do and other characters don't do. Like Bakugo, he doesn't hide his emotions, but people are like he's toxic masculine because he's always shouting and stuff. But he's like, that's just being an asshole. That's not being masculine.
I like that because he was raised that way. Because people completely like because he's so self-absorbed.
Well, people, he was told he was special since he was a child.
That's
Yeah.
also true, but it's also like
Rippers.
it's not like his parents are super shitty or anything. It's Bakugo himself.
No, it's because he was raised being told he was special since he was 4, and then when he goes to like the Harvard fucking hero schools, he essentially is in his like he's like he has he like has a lot of competition because like he's not super special. Everyone's special, and he needs to stand out. Like Bakugo has a power that if you're just like at a generic school or whatever, he'd be an all-star. But since he's at an all-star school, he's not special anymore, so he just looks like an ass because he's always saying he's the best.
Yeah.
Deku, on the other hand, needs to realize since he's at an all-star school, he needs to like try to like he needs to like act like he's like be more confident and like believe in himself more because he's there for a reason. And he's gotten a lot more confident over time. Like before, like after he got full cowl. Spoilers. He fucking he can't like he's now fucking like bitch made fucking like break his whole body in half doing one thing type shit now.
Yeah, which is good. What's the next question?
Well, I said that was the last one. Alright, now everybody say bye. Alright, that was the Noodlecast. Goodbye, everybody.
Alright.
In my vans, knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. I be sliding on your bitch while you chillin' at home.